Cooking Live with Brandon Lane.
Okay, welcome everyone. We have just cleaned off Cornish hens. We made sure they're completely defrosted, and now we're going to go ahead and cook them. We're actually making tonight Cornish hens with a good herb seasoning. So now that they're washed and completely done, we actually lay out the chickens on their back, okay? Now we're going to start with the salt and pepper rub, and all that is just salt and pepper put together. And you want to do a good amount because salt and pepper is the base of all seasonings. So you just want to lightly rub it onto the Cornish hen. Please ignore the distraction in the background if you hear people talking. Okay. So as you see, we have a good little salt and pepper rub going. And you saw I had a good amount. Don't be stingy with the salt and pepper. The more you put on, the more flavor you're going to get in the chicken. Or, I'm sorry, the Cornish hen. Little game hens, that's what they actually are. Also, if you see hairs on your Cornish hen, pull them off. It would be disgusting to have someone eat a hairy Cornish hen. Halfway through the process, you want to flip them. Make sure you get the back of them. Making sure you're getting a good evening amount. Once again, don't be stingy. The more, the better. You see how I'm just rubbing it on there. Just as I said, salt and pepper rub. Okay, you'll notice as you flip them, you're going to get a lack of salt and pepper. So once you flip them back to its front, you might want to do a little bit extra just to give a good covering to make sure. Any questions from the audience at this point? No? Okay. Okay. So now you can see we've salt and pepper rubbed the chicken. I'm just going to give my hands a good rinse here. Okay. Now that we've done a salt and pepper rub, we're going to continue on to the spice cabinet. In the spice cabinet, you're going to get basil, thyme, rosemary, and garlic powder. And all these things combined are going to create our seasoning pack. And I call it seasoning pack because I simply, before I start the basis, I put them all inside the thyme, the rosemary, the basil, and the garlic powder. And I put them inside the plastic baggie. And I mix them all together, and I create a good seasoning pack. This I normally do the night before because I prepare the cooked Cornish hens. You want to make sure they're good and defrosted. Okay. Afterward that, you're going to put the seasoning pack inside a little bowl of some sort. You can see how they're all put together at this point here. I always do a little extra garlic powder because I like the taste of garlic. So you can see it's okay. You don't have to put too little or too much. I always recommend about a tablespoon of each, and then I'd say double the amount of that for the garlic powder. You want to make sure you get a white base, something of this nature. Okay. When you're done mixing all of those together, and then what I normally do is whatever's left of the salt and pepper rib, I just pour inside. No need to waste your seasoning. Seasonings are quite expensive these days with the economy. Moving on, you're going to use your extra virgin olive oil. Also on Rachel Ray, she calls it EVOO. So you want to put that inside. Give it a good pour, not too much. Good amount to get a good base though. And then you're going to mix it together with a fork. Don't use a spoon because it tends to stick to a spoon. I don't know why that is. Just get a good base going here. And this should be good. Extra virgin olive oil is really good to have for other things. You can always use it in place of vegetable oil. So it's a good product to have in your home for lots of cooking purposes. Okay. I also forgot to say, you need to make sure your oven is preheated to 425 degrees. That's the best cooking temperature if your food is completely defrosted. Okay, once we've combined our seasoning pack mixture with the extra virgin olive oil, we're going to take a brush. What are you doing? We're going to take a brush. And we're going to lightly...
Go.
We're lightly. Brush the seasoning pack with extra virgin olive oil onto the little ends. If the cameraman can come back, we can see.
Are you guys putting this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You want to give a good coating, okay? Stop.
No,
don't put me on!
No!
You want to make sure you have a good amount, okay? Other people have different recipes for this, but I found this to be the most tasty. The extra virgin olive oil, just so you know, it gives a good crispy layer to your chicken. You don't want your chicken to be gross, so it gives a nice crispy browning layer. So once you do one side, you want to flip it over on the little front. Yes, their butts are up. Someone from the audience said yes.
Oh yeah, we're in the audience.
Just give them a good brush over. Okay. Like I said, don't waste your seasoning products. The seasonings are quite expensive. So once we're done with all of this, make sure you get a last final coating. Just glue it on there. And that's that. Now, once you've done all this, you're going to put your little hens in the oven. So like I said, 400 degrees. It should be preheated by now. I have about 2 minutes left, but it's okay. Okay, so you're going to put them in the oven. Make sure your oven's clean so if not, it will burn whatever sticks onto the bottom. Anyway, so you're going to put them in the oven, and you're going to let them cook for approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes. You don't want to cover them because if you cover them, they won't have a crispy layer, but sometimes between 1 hour and 15 to 1 hour and 45. If your hens are not completely unfrozen, it will take up to 2 hours. So you're going to let them cook, and then in a while you'll see a finished product.
And we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with you.